Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Man United Outcast offered hope for a future as Barcelona emerge as a new option. Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho is facing an uncertain future at Old Trafford after his poor form and fallout with manager Erik last season. It became clear that the player will be either sold or loaned out again by the Red Devils. His fine form for Borussia Dortmund last season during his loan spell has attracted interest from Paris Saint-Germain, but a new option has now emerged for the English winger. According to Sport, Barcelona are monitoring the Man United winger as they search the market to strengthen their wide position. The La Liga giants are targeting a move for Juventus winger Federico Chiesa. However, if they fail to land the Italian, they will make a move for Man United winger Jadon Sancho. The English winger is being considered as an alternative option by the Spanish club. Sancho is way down the pecking order at Old Trafford, and a move away from the Premier League or from Man United in particular makes sense for the player. The likes of Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Marcus Rashford, and even Anthony are all ahead of him in the hierarchy for the wide positions. As per the report, a loan to Barcelona is unlikely for Sancho as the Red Devils want his future club to pay all his salary. Given the amount of money Sancho earns in a season, Barcelona would find it difficult to afford him due to their financial issues. The former Dortmund winger built his relationship again with the manager after their public fight last season, but still, he is not expected to be a part of his plans for this season. To get more playing time and continue his growth as a player, a move away from Old Trafford isn't just what his career needs. The performances he displayed for Dortmund last season showed he can play well in a supportive environment, and if given the right amount of opportunities. The player was not involved in Man United's opening match of the season against Fulham, and he is expected to depart before the transfer deadline. Fabrizio Romano issues surprise Man United transfer update. Transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano has somewhat surprisingly stated that there are currently no proposals on the table for Manchester United midfielder Christian Eriksen, despite recent rumors about a possible return to Ajax. Eriksen hasn't really lived up to expectations at Man United, and an exit would make sense for the Denmark international this summer, as he is surely not going to see much playing time in Erik Ten Hag's side in the season ahead. This has led to the Athletic reporting on links with Eriksen's former club Ajax, but it seems Romano has slightly different information, which he revealed to Kaut Offside for his latest daily briefing column. It remains to be seen if things will change late on the summer, but for now, Romano says the United have no proposals on the table for Eriksen, so the 32-year-old might end up proving a tricky player to offload. Man United urged to seal important transfer as Pounded convinced recent signing isn't good enough. Manchester United have been urged to seal the transfer of an out-and-out number 9 striker like Ivan Toney before the end of the summer, as Danny Murphy isn't convinced Joshua Zirkzee is good enough. Zirkzee looked a promising young player during his time at Bologna, and one imagines he could go on to have a fine career at Man United, even if he still needs some time to settle in, develop his game, and work out his best position. It seems Murphy isn't convinced by the Netherlands international as a typical centre forward, citing his underwhelming scoring record at Bologna. He said the following: Joshua Zirkzee has made a dream start at Manchester United and looks like a wonderful talent, but sorry to disappoint United fans, he is not going to be the answer to their goal scoring problems. The Dutchman is strong and skillful, but not a proper center forward. He likes to come to the ball and is more comfortable as a number 10 or wide. His scoring record at Bologna was a goal every 4 games, not great. unless United go for a guarantee number 9 like Ivan Toney in the last couple of weeks of the transfer window. I think you can discount their top 4 prospect. Rasmus Højlund is not ready either to be the 20 goals a season Man United need in the Premier League. Though Zirkzee came off the bench and grabbed a late winner, buying a number 9 with real character and self belief has to be a priority. We know Tony has the swagger and Premier League experience, and if Brentford are willing to let him go for £50 million, it would be a no brainer, in my view, for Ten Hag to get him. Both United and Chelsea were recently linked with Tony by The Independent, so perhaps there could be a late twist to this saga. Man United could make late swoop for injury-resilient Premier League left-back. Anthony Robinson is one of the Premier League's most physically reliable fullbacks. The American has missed just 4 league games for the Cottagers in the past 2 years. His defensive physical sturdiness is undeniable, and according to recent reports, has led to him emerging as a possible late transfer target for Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United. The Red Devils aren't short on fullbacks. Luke Shaw is the 20-time league winner's first choice left back, with Tyrell Malacia playing back up. However, both players suffered injury-struck campaigns last season. Shaw has started the season on the treatment table, with Malacia not featuring since May. Consequently, according to Give Me Sport, Fulham's Robinson is being considered as a late option to fill the void left by both Shaw and Malacia. The USA international, who has 4 years left on his Fulham contract, has been one of Marco Silva's most consistent performers, featuring in 152 matches in all competitions since his transfer from Wigan in 2020. The 27-year-old has managed to directly contribute to 15 goals. Currently valued at around £25 million, it goes without saying Fulham are likely to demand a higher fee. However, with United working on their own outgoings, including possibly offloading Scott McTominay, who Fulham have already bid for, fans could see America's Robinson follow Lenny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt, and Nusair Mizraoui to Old Trafford as Ten Hag continues his defensive revamp. Chelsea Outcast could end up at Man United as past comments resurface. Chelsea defender Ben Chilwell is one of the players who is considered surplus to requirements at Stamford Bridge this summer. A lot of changes are being made at Chelsea under the new manager, Enzo Maresca. New signings have arrived as Maresca has heavily strengthened the squad, while some players have been sold to either generate funds or they no longer have a future at the club. Along with Chilwell, the likes of Raheem Sterling, Armando Broja, Romelu Lukaku, and Conor Gallagher have either been ousted already or they are on the verge of getting sold. Former Leicester City defender Chilwell, who joined the Blues in a big money move, is most likely heading out of the club this summer, and he has been linked with a move to rivals Manchester United, according to Talksport. Injuries have badly affected his career at Stamford Bridge, and with the club now favouring Marco Correa moving forward, Chilwell has fallen down the pecking order and has been told by the club that he needs to move elsewhere for regular playing time. The defender has revealed in the past how he used to attend Man United games with his dad and loved watching the Red Devils play in the Champions League. Since joining Chelsea back in 2020, Chilwell has failed to win over the fans with his performances. His inconsistency and poor fitness record has derailed a promising career, but that could all change if he moves to Man United. The Red Devils are struggling in the left back position after the injuries to Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia. If Chilwell can prove his fitness, he can be a shrewd signing for Erik Ten Hag's team, who have done their transfer business smartly this summer. Man United at final stages of signing Paris Saint-Germain star. Manchester United are now reportedly at the final stages of a transfer deal for Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Manuel Ugarte, just a year after Chelsea previously looked like closing in on the Uruguay international. Things seem to be advancing well for Man United to bring in Ugarte from PSG on an initial loan with an obligation to buy, according to the latest from Fabrizio Romano on his official account on X, formerly Twitter. This should be a fine signing for United, even if Ugarte hasn't quite been at his best at PSG just last year. The Uruguay international was a man in demand, with The Guardian reporting that Chelsea looked to be at an advanced stage over signing him before pulling out of the deal. As shown in the stats, Ugarte looks ideal to give Erik Ten Hag's side the upgrade they so desperately need on the aging and underperforming Casemiro, given that Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo haven't been that impressive for Chelsea. It could be that they will live to regret not trying harder to sign Ugarte before he moved to PSG. It looks too late for the Blues now as United close in on this deal to bolster their defensive midfield options and build on what has been a strong summer window with other big names and young talents like Joshua Zirkzee, Lenny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt, and Nusair Mezraoui also moving to Old Trafford. Ugarte looks like he should be a good fit in the Premier League, and Chelsea fans will no doubt be left wondering what could have been. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.